Hello and welcome. So we're going to be answering this question. Given the equation f of x is x squared minus 2x minus 63, state the axis of symmetry and the vertex. Well, first off, let's look at what on earth are we looking at here? And that is, as soon as we see this x squared, hopefully, that's sending out reminders that you have a graph that looks something like this. Some kind of parabola, some kind of U-shape, and this is going to be your quadratic. So you'd say, all right, an axis of symmetry, what is that? It's kind of like if you were to draw this U shape on a paper, and if you had to fold the paper in half, that fold line would be wherever you would have the exact same amount of graph on the left side as the right side. So here's your middle point right there, right? You'll have the exact same point on both sides, right? If you have this one, symmetry says you have another one on the same side. That is what your axis of symmetry is really saying there. Okay, and this middle point, so this is your axis of symmetry. Okay, and the point at the bottom would be the vertex. Okay, now we know what both of those are, let's find them. Now, in order, once we know this basic definition, this helps us with the rest of them, essentially, where the vertex is going to be that turning point of the graph, where we see it go from decreasing to increasing. There's two ways to find the vertex for this particular problem. Alright, now how to find it would be, what will always work to find it, I should say, is if you have your two x-intercepts, right? Where it crosses the x-axis at, if you add those two numbers together, so your first x-intercept plus the second x-intercept, take the average, that'll give you the x-coordinate of your vertex, because your vertex is going to be some x comma y. Alright, and that'll find that value specifically. How you find the y is you plug the x into your equation, the y will come back out. Alright, so now, that's alright. That's the first way. That always works. I'm going to show you guys the shortcut for this problem, which is if and only if you're in standard form. Standard form means that you have ax squared plus bx plus c, where a is going to be the number in front, right, the coefficient of your x squared, which is 1 in this case. B is going to be the coefficient of just the x term, which is negative 2 in this case. And c is going to be the constant, the number at the end without the variable. So the shortcut for this one is that the x value of your vertex, normally we use h comma k as the vertex. I'll just put h here. It's the x value of the vertex, right, is going to be negative b over 2a, where the a, b, and c are coming from that equation. So b we have as negative 2, so it's negative of negative 2. All over 2 times our a, which is 1. So negative times a negative, positive. 2 times 1, 2. 2 over 2 is 1. So that means right then and there that you know that your vertex is going to be 1 comma something. Which means first choice, not going to be a thing, nor is the last, nor is the third. It's going to already narrow it down. You have 2 more choices left, which means your y value is going to be either positive 64 or negative 64. Now, if you know anything about y-intercepts, you're going to know that it's going to be this one. But I digress. Okay? Let's look at how to find the y-coordinate. So we have an equation x squared minus 2x minus 63. Now, literally just said it, you plug in x, you get out y. So if we do 1 squared minus 2 times 1 minus 63, 1 squared is 1. Okay, negative 2 times 1, negative 2, negative 63. All right, minus 63. So then we have negative 2 minus 63, that's negative 65. 1 minus 65, negative 64. And there you have it, that is your final answer. Because you plugged in 1, you got back negative 64. That is the coordinate point of your vertex. Alright, thanks for watching.